Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is Game God Fluent bringing you episode 1 of what's going to be a super exciting Let's Play. I cannot wait. This is just crazy, guys. First of all, hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good time, day or night, whatever the case may be. But we are checking out a game that I haven't played in years. It's an MMO RPG, but don't turn the video off yet. It's actually very heavy on the RPG side. It's a classic old school RPG with all the systems as they were back then. I'm talking like 25 years ago was my first encounter. Even more than that, probably 27, 28, 29 years ago was my first encounter with this game. I fell in absolute love. I spent an entire summer not going outside, staying indoors and playing it. Super excited. I don't know what to expect because I just learned about this whole thing and the game being alive now today, actually earlier today. Shout out to my good buddy Christian who let me know about it. And yeah, I don't know what to expect. We're going to try it out, see what happens. This may just be character creation. It may be trying to log onto the server. I am not sure what to expect. But without further ado, guys, we're going to have some fun. This is episode 1 of Let's Play Asheron's Call. Asheron's Call, son, with the Thwarg launcher. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's that launch. Bong bong, there we go. Very nostalgic stuff here. Asheron's Call, beautiful artwork. And we're going to get it in, guys, and here we are. Asheron's Call. There's the world. It's called Levistras. That is the server that we'll be playing on. And yeah, let's hit create character. Bong bong. So look at all these choices we get. I do not even remember having all these choices in the base game. But nonetheless, look at this. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to get into this. Look at the skills. There's so many. Oh, it's so freaking cool. Appearance. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot to get to, guys. So let's try to get to all of it today. It may take 2 episodes. Anyway, let's go through the races to start. Alluvian. Train starting skills of jump, loyalty, magic defense, run, and salvaging. Bonus racial skills. You gain mastery in dagger and bow, which gives you a damage rating bonus of 5 when you use daggers or bows. As weapons, you start with the Jack of all trades augmentation, which raises all of your skills by 5. Alluvians are a fiercely individualistic and warlike people, quick to anger with a strong love of justice and fairness. Though often suspicious of things new and strange, they are friendly and always prepared with a little help if they can spare it. They are loyal to their feudal lords, but expect to be well treated in return. The first people to arrive on Dereth Island were Alluvians. They have settled in the fields and hills around Lake Blessed. Very cool. And the Garundum train the starting skills of jump, loyalty, magic defense, run, and salvaging. You gain mastery in staff and magic spells, which gives you a damage rating of 5 when using those types of attacks. Start with the Jack of all trades augmentation. Desert dwellers who prefer knowledge and trade to war and bloodshed. The Garundum are an eminently honorable formal culture, but they also have a reputation for being somewhat distant and proud. Of all the peoples of Dereth, they are the most drawn to the mysteries of magic, preferring to talk before fighting whenever possible. They speak with great politeness and formality, peppering their speech with honorifics and references to their national hero, the poet Yasif ibn Saliyar. Then we have the show. Jump, loyalty, magic defense, run, and salvaging. Gain a mastery in unarmed weaponry and bow. And start with the Jack of all trades. The show are people for whom duty and self-discipline are the highest virtues. Normally peaceful, they have nonetheless raised warfare to an art form. The show view the world in terms of absolute universal laws. Their guiding principles are represented by 3 elder spirits, the unicorn of grace, the firebird of splendor, and the Dragon of Power. They speak succinctly and regard other peoples with suspicion, but a show friend is a friend for life. And we have a Viamontian. Jump, loyalty, magic defense, run, and salvaging. Bonus in sword and crossbow. Jack of all trades. The warlike Viamontians have a tendency to conquer other lands in an effort to broaden their borders. Disciplined and fiercely loyal to their leaders, the Viamontians have long been the scourge of the other heritage groups of Isbar. The Viamontians are in the midst of a civil war led by the Duke of Belenessa. This rebellion has spilled over into Dereth, where the loyalist Viamontians will continue to exercise their bloodlust by waging war against Queen Elissa and the Isparians under her rule. Then we have the Umorian. Jump, loyalty, magic defense, run, and salvaging, unarmed weaponry and crossbow. You start with the Eye of the Remorseless augmentation, which gives 1% increased chance of critical hits. The Umbrian and Penumbrian are people born from the other Asparian heritages who sought to join with the chaotic powers of the Shadow and were then transformed into the Umbrian or Penumbrian. Those who have undergone the transformation into Umbrian or Penumbrian have forgotten and released their pasts into the winds. They are children of the Shadow now and forever. Most Umbrian and Penumbrian come from the followers of the Shadow, Isindul. Isindul only asks that his new children embrace the chaos and potential they have been given and use it to raise themselves to greatness. What follows is in Isindul's own words to his children. Folk remember the dark times when destruction roamed the land. They think of war, death, torment. They blame those of us who walk in the shadow, call us evil, but we are not. We were deceived by the one who ruled us. To understand us, you must first understand him. Hope Slayer, they call him. Balzaron, the fallen lord. He craved power, he gave himself to chaos. His obsession nearly destroyed the world. The shadow's path runs along the sword's edge. On one side, untold strength, on the other, madness. The Hope Slayer strayed and fell. Look on his face and swear, I will not follow. Penumbrian, same idea. Unarmed and crossbow. Umorian. Did I say Penumbrian? Penumorian. Or Penumorian. Yeah, Umorian. Penumorian. A Gear Knight. Jump, loyalty, magic defense, run, and salvaging. Bonus and mace and crossbow. You start with the Iron Skin of the Invincible augmentation, which gives a damage resistance rating of 3. The Gear Knights are a mechanized race of unknown origins. While they are technically machines, they evidence all the personality of the other races of Dereth. The Gear Knights usually operate in large houses, which are organized somewhere between a feudal society and a standing army. Each house is led by a primus, and each has a portion of the society for which they are responsible. On Dereth, those Gear Knights which are allied with the peoples of Dereth come from the schism between the Gold Gear Primus, Adamar, and the Iron Blade invasion forces, which seek to wipe out both the Renegades and the Asparians on Dereth. Their previous house ties behind them, and with the blessings and support of Adamar, the new Gear Knights of Dereth have been given the freedom to build for themselves a new beginning. You can even be undead. Jump, loyalty, magic defense, run, and salvaging, plus you gain mastery in axe and thrown weapons, and you start with the critical protection augmentation, which reduces the chance that attacks score a critical hit against you. The House Moray Undead have chosen to join the alliance with the peoples of Dereth. These undead are refugees from an ancient curse laid upon House Moray by the Deracost, or the Dencost. I don't know. No, Deracost. Using alchemical potions and rituals, they have freed themselves from the curse and also from the rigid castes and controls of the Deracost undead. With this newfound freedom, many undead have begun to adopt the cultures and practices of living races on Dereth, hoping to find a home where they can live as equals. Very cool. Then they have the Empyrean. Same starting train skills, mastery in sword and magic, start with the infused life magic augmentation and no longer need foci to cast life magic spells. The indigenous race of Albarian, the Empyreans, are a people only recently returned to their world. During the cataclysmic Ulthoi invasion, the surviving Empyreans were cast into portal space in Asheron's last-ditch efforts to save his race from annihilation. There they remained lost until Asheron was able to locate a small pocket of them trapped in a deep section of portal space. These Empyreans were being drained and altered by the powers of the Verindi and the rituals of the undead Emperor Geraint. Weakened and forever altered by their imprisonment, these Empyreans have begun a new life. Now they are trying to understand both what has become of them and what the massive changes that have enveloped their world. Then we have the Aun Tumarok. Same starting train skills, spear and thrown weapons, and you start with the Hand of the Remorseless augmentation, which gives a critical damage rating of 3. The Tumarok are a race of lizard folk who are largely known as warlike raiders, sacking human towns across the land. This is not the true nature of the Tumarok. In truth, the Tumarok once enjoyed a peaceful and artistic existence, and the Aun Tumarok have aspired to return to those ways. The Aun Tumarok, who have joined with the Asparians, have forsaken the Hea Tumarok and the Verindi influence that has set the Hea against the Asparians. Although the name Tumarok is actually a name outsiders have given to the Tumarok, the Aun Tumarok have learned to accept that name. Then we have Lygians, or Lugians. Same skills, mastering axe and thrown weapons. Start with the Might of the Seventh Mule augmentation, which increases your burden limit. The Lugians are a race of giants from the world they call Tu, or Tu. A strong people with a great level of crafting and artifice, the Lugians are renowned for their strength of arms and their strict code of honor. Lugians live in rigidly defined clans, each serving under a patriarch or matriarch. The Lugians who are now joining with the other citizens of Dereth are from Linvok Tukal, and serve under Lord Cresivus. Then we can be an Ulthoi soldier. Ulthoi soldiers fight with natural claws and pincers. Warning, the Ulthoi are an advanced racial option. Ulthoi must always be ready for player versus player combat. Although Ulthoi do not gain experience, they start the game with resources to provide a threat to any player. The Ulthoi are a race of insect-like creatures that form hives to infest and control any area they inhabit. As an Ulthoi, you serve a queen who wishes nothing less than the entire realm of Dereth to be solely her domain. Not even the Ulthoi born from different hives are safe from the wrath of your queen. Go forth and destroy all who oppose you. Or you can be a spitter. And spitters fight by projecting acidic spit from natural glands in their bodies. So cool. So, heritage, appearance. Okay. So we are going to be, what do we want to be? Garundum, be a battle mage, staff and magic, jack of all trades, desert dwellers. Yeah, I think Garundum would be pretty good. Viamontians, they conquer everyone. These guys have given themselves to the shadow. Unarmed weaponry and crossbow. Gear Knight is like not human. Undead is interesting. Axe and thrown weapons and critical protection. They've joined the alliance with the peoples of Dereth, so they're actually good undead. Refugees from the ancient curse laid upon the undead. Or House Moray by the Derechast. See, are the professions the same between all races, I wonder? It looks that way, doesn't it? Undead is a thought. Empyrean. The indigenous race of Albarian. They're interesting. Sword and magic. On Turmeric. They're the friendly Turmeric. They once enjoyed a peaceful and artistic existence, and they aspire to return to those ways, spear and thrown weapons, and hand of the remorseless. I think we're going to be Garundum. Now, from this screen, you can modify your profession and attributes. Selecting a profession will automatically change your attributes to levels best suited for your chosen profession. You may then adjust your attributes by adjusting the slider bars. Okay, if you choose custom, you can create your character completely from scratch. Let's see. Bow Hunter. Bow hunters are specialists in the use of bows. Few characters can shoot arrows with such lethal precision as a highly trained hunter. The bow hunter profession contains the arcane lore, finesse weapons, item enchantment, melee defense, missile weapons, and shield skills. Life casters are experts in all matters of vital essence. They can both give life and take it away. The life caster profession contains the arcane lore, life magic, creature, enchantment, mana conversion, and war magic skills. A war mage are characters skilled in the arts of battle magics. Few can match their destructive power. The war mage profession contains the war magic, mana conversion, and life magic skills. Wayfarer, versatile adventurers fighting their way through life with stealth and skill. They get dirty fighting, dual wield, finesse weapons, healing, item enchantment, lockpick, melee defense, healing, and missile weapon skills. That sounds awesome. Soldiers are the essential shield fighter, hewing hordes of enemies with a large weapon. Contains dirty fighting, heavy weapons, melee defense, shield, healing, and missile weapons. And then swashbucklers are specialists in the art of sword fighting. Few compare to their daring or their skill. Contains arcane lore, dual wield, heavy weapons, melee defense, healing, and item enchantment skills. That sounds really cool. As a difference to the war mage. I think we may be a swashbuckler. Let's look at these attributes. Strength measures your character's muscular power. The higher your strength, the more damage you do in combat, and the more encumbrance you can carry before becoming overloaded. Endurance measures how healthy your character is. The higher your endurance, the more health and stamina you have. Coordination measures your character's reflexes. The higher your coordination, the better you fight and perform other dexterous actions such as picking locks. Quickness measures how fast your character is. The higher your quickness, the faster you run and the quicker you attack in combat. Focus measures the acuteness of your character's mind and senses. The higher your focus, the better you are at magic and other mental skills such as appraisal. And self measures your character's mental strength and willpower. The higher your self, the more mana you have. And health is the amount of damage you can take before dying. High health is essential for melee type characters. Your health is equal to half your endurance. Stamina determines how long you can stay in pitched battle before becoming tired. High stamina is recommended for combat intensive characters. It's equal to your encumbrance. Mana is magical energy that is consumed when you cast a spell. The more mana you have, the more spells you can cast. Mana is essential to magic using characters, and it's equal to yourself. So I say we turn down a bit from strength, coordination, get a little more quickness, and a little more focus. And take strength down even a little bit more. I'm hoping that we don't make too bad of a character. Coordination. Endurance, we could even take the 35 maybe. And take self up 5. Wait, other things are going down. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. That's probably as much as I like to drag it. I don't know. Can we go to 75 strength maybe? And 85 coordination to get 45 focus and 30 self. That looks pretty good. 75 strength, 35 endurance, 85 coordination, 60 quickness, 45 focus, 30 self. I think that works, but here we do skills by hand anyway. Our specialized are arcane lore, dual wield, heavy weapons, and melee defense. Our trained skills are healing, item enchantment, jump, loyalty, magic defense, run and salvaging, and usable untrained skills are armor tinkering, assess creature, assess person, deception, finesse weapons, item tinkering, leadership, light weapons, magic item tinkering, missile defense, missile weapons, shield, two-handed combat, and weapon tinkering. Unusable untrained skills. Wow, we can't use any of these. Alchemy, cooking, creature enchantment, dirty fighting, fletching, life magic, lockpick, mana conversion, recklessness, sneak attack, summoning, void magic, and war magic. We can't get lockpick? Use the up arrow to advance a skill. Would we have to put one down? Like, let's say we go... Oh, we can't alter. Oh, okay, we can... Maybe let's move healing down. And we can literally take anything else. Like lockpick. And now we can use lockpick. Melee defense, I'm not that crazy about. Or heavy weapons. Dual wield is nice. Arcane lore is nice. But train skills. What's loyalty? I wish it told us. Oh, it does. Okay, let's go through all the skills. I did say this is probably just going to be character creation. Arcane lore allows you to activate the magical power of certain weapons and armor. Plus 10 bonus. Dual wield, you can fight with one-handed melee weapons in your offhand. Heavy weapons, helps you wield heavy one-handed melee weapons. Item enchantment allows you to cast spells that affect an item's properties. Jump, you jump higher and fall farther without taking damage. Lockpick lets you analyze locks and pick them open. Loyalty affects experience given to your patron in an allegiance. Magic defense, resist magic from spells and magic items. Melee defense, evade melee hand-to-hand attacks. Run, you run faster and jump farther. Salvaging, salvage materials from loot items. Usable untrained skills, armor tinkering, improve the properties of armor. Allows you to discern the attributes of creature, assess person. Reduces extra damage from when deception triggers sneak attack damage. Deception helps prevent others from determining your attributes, gives a chance to trigger sneak attack damage from the front. Finesse weapons helps you wield finesse-style melee weapons. Item tinkering lets you improve many items, including trinkets, armor, and weapons in certain basic ways. Leadership affects the XP gained from your vassals. Light weapons helps you wield light one-handed melee weapons, also helps punch and kick. Magic item tinkering lets you add magical properties to weapons and armor. Missile defense, avoid damage in missile long-range combat. Missile weapons helps you fire missile weapons such as bows, crossbows, and thrown weapons. Shield helps you wield shields. Helps you wield two-handed weapons. Weapon tinkering, improve the properties of weapons. And our unusable ones, alchemy, prepare gem components, potion, and oils. It's interesting. Cooking, make and modify foodstuffs. Creature enchantment, cast spells that affect a creature's abilities. Dirty fighting, melee and missile attacks, weaken opponents. High High reduces attacks and weakens heals. Low reduces defenses and medium causes bleeds. Fletching. Make and modify arrows and quarrels. Healing. Heal injuries on yourself and others. Life magic. Transfer vital energy and cast magical protections and vulnerabilities. Mana conversion. Mana consumed by spells and magic items reduces that. Recklessness. Set your power bar near the center to both deal and receive more damage from non-critical hits. Sneak attack. Let your melee, missile, and magic attacks do more damage from behind. Nice. Summoning. Summon creatures to attack your foes. Void magic. Lets you cast nether spells that damage and curse creatures. And war magic. Cast spells that damage creatures. Okay, so we're going to customize here. Right, we're in custom right now. Arcane lore is good. 27 dual or 67 dual wield. Not sure we need heavy weapons either. Then we have 16 points. Item enchantment allows you to cast spells that affect an item's properties. Would be a 29, and it's based on focus and self, and this is based on focus, arcane lore. So we'd have to raise our focus even a bit more. So that goes up a bit. Dual wield is good. Jump lockpick takes 6 points to raise up. We can raise lockpick. $55. Jump is 83 skill level. 57 for heavy weapons. Loyalty. We can still raise these skills in trained skills. Melee defense, magic defense, run, salvaging. Heavy weapons. We can lower it again for 6 more points. Armor tinkering. Focus plus endurance. Improve properties of armor. Let's turn that up. Put it there. We get a 50 in it. Finesse weapons. I kind of want to use finesse weapons. Quickness and coordination. We could go down melee defense and upgrade finesse weapons maybe. Or item tinkering. Improve many items including trinkets, armor, and weapons in certain basic ways. Item tinkering. Heavy weapons can go. And we'll get maybe finesse weapons instead. Heavy weapons leadership. Experience gained from your vassals. Those are people under you. Whereas the opposing skill loyalty. Patron is a person above us. XP goes both ways. Light weapons also helps you punch and kick. Did we put finesse weapons up there? Okay, light weapons can also probably go up. Magic item tinkering. Let's get that. That's pretty cool. And then light weapons, we have 6 points left, so we can definitely take light weapons up as well. Those are the trained skills. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. Melee defense, missile weapons. Shield is cool. Two-handed combat is fine. Weapon tinkering is good. But stuff here like creature enchantment. Spells that affect a creature's abilities. I'm not sure what that means. Dirty fighting. We could turn that into a usable thing. Dang. What about healing? Summoning would be cool. I'd like to get into summoning. Endurance plus self. 2 of my lowest. And it would take 8 points to add. We'd have to take like heavy weapons down. Wait a minute, we have to start up here, I guess. So we have to take like item enchantment down. And then we can make summoning a useful skill. Where'd summoning go? All the way up here, 27. Yeah, we can put points into that. It's a trained skill. Magic item tinkering, run, salvaging, summoning. Magic defense. Probably lose that, but loyalty, light weapons, jump, item tinkering, item enchantment, finesse weapons, dirty fighting, armor tinkering. Assess person, attributes of humans, deception, heavy weapons, leadership, melee defense is still 45. Missile weapons are a possibility. Mana conversion, reduce the mana consumed by spells and magic items. Recklessness, sneak attack, void magic, or war magic. That would take 16 points. Mana conversion is a thought, though. Life magic would take 12. We don't really have any magical abilities. And nothing I really want to lose here. Maybe light weapons. We can add weapon tinkering, or we could add fletching. Let's try for either mana conversion or life magic, maybe. We'd have to lose more. Dirty fighting even. Then we have 6 points. We can get mana conversion. But if we keep going, like, oh, we can't lose run. We have summoning, which is some magic. Lockpick doesn't have to be a main skill. Now we have 10 points. Arcane lore. Dual wield. Summoning. Summoning a main skill. We're at 6. There's nothing I really want to get rid of. Item tinkering. Item enchantment. Focus plus self. Finesse weapons. Armor tinkering. We don't have light weapons anymore. But down here, these are still usable untrained skills. And we might not get to life magic, but we can probably bring in mana conversion. That'll help our summoning. And if we check summoning, allows you to summon creatures to attack your foes. Endurance plus self. Our 2 lowest stats. Let me take that out of 50, put this to 35. Take this down to 75 and put endurance back at 40. Something like that. This is awesome character creation. Really enjoying this. Hope you guys are too. Item enchantment. So a lot going on here, but I think we're at where we want to be. We can't use those types of magic and stuff unless we get them trained at some point. I don't know if that's possible. Anyway, let's look into appearance. I think that's pretty good. Hairstyle. See what we've got here. Whoa. Oh wait, we can rotate? Really? Oh wow. Huh. Wow, there's a lot. A lot of hairstyles. There we go. Nice little bun up. Yeah, we'll go with the bun. Long, long. Eyes. Looks pretty cool. Nose. Huh. Looks fine. Mouth. Oh, and it gets into... I think that looks pretty cool. Skin is fine. Face. You can customize the look of your character on this screen. Everything from gender to clothes to facial features can be adjusted here. To choose a gender, simply click the symbol for male or female. Aside from appearance and titles, there are no differences between male and female characters. To change clothing, select the button next to clothes. Then use the left or right arrows next to the article of clothing you wish to change. What is this? Left click to adjust the shade of selected clothing on body part. Oh, skin color. Okay. You may change the color of your clothing by highlighting the category of clothing, then selecting a color from the color swatches at the bottom of the screen. You may then adjust the shade of the color by moving the shade selector up or down. The shade selector is located in the large circle. To change facial features, select the button next to face and then use the left or right arrows next to the feature you wish to change. If that feature's color can be adjusted, you may do so by manipulating the shade selector. Oh, there's clothes. Okay. Footwear. So we can change the color. We'll get some blue Gucci's, trousers. They go all the way. And these will be a sort of light beige if we can get that color. Green, brown. Sort of get a light beige. And the shirt. Let's see, something like that. Get a nice light bluish type color headgear. Whoa, cool stuff. We don't need any headgear to start. select here, footwear. Not sure about those trousers. Red, yellow. They're going to be changed once we get some armor anyway. So we'll go with that. Looking good. Next we have town. Oh, this is so wild. So we have, this is a huge world, guys, if you're not familiar. We have 4 different towns to look at. And we are, oh, I probably just crashed the game, didn't I? We're 40 minutes in. Oh, it crashed the game. Oh boy. Do not alt tab out of this game, guys. But anyway, I wanted to thank you for joining me, regardless, because we will pick this up next time. And we will make the same character next time. But I want to thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe. And if you want to be a huge help, guys, you can become a member. And I'll do this all off camera next time, make it the same, and then we'll get into it. We'll jump right into the gameplay next time. So nothing really lost. I could do that all off camera. I remember the changes we made. And then we'll jump in. We'll look at the towns that we can go in. And then check the summary. And then we'll be ready to go. So hope you guys will join me then. Like I was saying, if you want to be a huge help, guys, you can become a member. Info and links in the description. And thanks to my members, I'm able to play 1 extra indie game per month, pretty much, because of the donations. I really appreciate that. I'm very grateful. So shout out to my members. Love you guys. And love the rest of you as well. And shout out to everybody. So hope you guys will join me next time. I'm super excited to get into this and check it out a bit. It's been many years since I've played, and the game is just as good. Aging like fine wine. So until next time, be well, live well, stay well. Much love, peace, and joy. I'll see you guys then. Stay tuned, and ciao for now. Peace, guys.